Don't judge me. I just wish you knew. That's just what you miss you all the time. Need you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Since okay, Live sits here presents you the STS Chronicles show of the week, as where we sit here and shoot our shit when it comes to not just Falcons news, but sports news overall, entertainment, politics, etc. I'm your host, K Styles, aka the Sixth Man. And to my stage left, as you already know it, is Bad Mike Sports is in the building, aka the Senator.
I be on it all day. Straight up, pimp. If you want it, you can find me in that. Hey, I'm on it.
Hey, time and time again, I gotta turn around and teddy hoes. Wait, say the second verse. What's up, homes? I smell Joe all up on your homes. Hey, man, we got a few people that's in here right now. Like I said, man, let's go ahead and give a shout out to some of the people that's in here. As we got Sherman Wood, Deshaun Caswell, Logan Reeves, and got one of my latest, Sonya. But what's going on, Mike, man? How you doing this afternoon, man?
Good. Gravy. Just finished up some macaroni. Yeah, I did have macaroni.
It's gravy, baby. Oh, man. 3:30, what's going on, man? So, as you see in the title of the shows, we have 3 topics as normal for this type of live cast. We have the 3 pillars of today's NBA and Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, and Magic Johnson. We also got the controversy and the backlash behind the Kendrick Lamar halftime show at the Super Bowl.
Ooh-wee.
And we have the question is, does anybody give a damn about the All-Star game this year for the NBA? So, man, it's been a cold afternoon and a very lazy day. D Coleman, what's going on, man? Appreciate you joining us. Mike, I'm gonna let you go ahead and get the choice of how we're gonna open up the show. Remember, this is the STS Chronicles, aka shooting the shit. So, Mike, how you want to kick this thing off? You want to get the Kendrick Lamar conversation out the way first?
I mean, we can.
Do you want to kick this off with some NBA talk? Let me ask the people that's in here right now. What choice do you want, Mike?
Girl, how do you feel?
You sing that song. You gotta remember, man. Understand when you know what, put your ass up.
No, no, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Leave that to look. Leave that to women, okay? Leave that to women to put their ass out. Nobody wants to see their other stuff.
All right, we're gonna see what the 6MK crew want to vote on, man. How y'all want to start this show off? So Mike is undecided. We got Kendrick Lamar, the Three Pillars, and NBA All-Star Weekend.
Oh man.
So we got 2 for Kendrick right now.
Damn.
So let's see if we get a couple more in here. See who willing to step up to the plate.
That is kind of interesting.
Why you say that, Mike?
Everybody, Kendrick. Oh, well, our third one. I mean, we can go Kendrick.
All right. I mean, see if we can see. Give it about a few more seconds, guys. But we give a few more seconds. See what else, because I think Kendrick think is unanimous right now. But all right, let's go ahead and get right into it, y'all. Man, as we already know, the Super Bowl has passed. And we had Mr. Kendrick Lamar as the halftime show act for this past Super Bowl. And it's kind of interesting because his halftime show was met with some mixed reactions to it. Mike, you want to go ahead and explain to them why do you think it ended up with some mixed reactions?
I mean, I was the one that thought it was okay. I didn't really think it was anything special about it, to be honest. So I'm not sure if I'm qualified to even speak because I mean everybody in the world loves Kendrick. So am I really qualified to speak on it?
Nigga, you on my show. You speak how you want to speak. Fuck them.
So I am qualified. All right. Appreciate it. Man, a lot of people said it was mid at best. Quite a few people. Although a lot of people come out and pretty much state this to be so late, 2-3 days later. Me, I said it as soon as I saw it. I didn't really see a lot of people that said it was, it was mid. The controversy, like I said, it was quite a few people. I forget the dude name. He kind of have like it's the fat dude. He be talking real fast, and he be talking about how crazy women are. I forget. I don't know the name of the show, but I just know him. And he was kind of saying, for the most part, that it was okay, and a lot of people, now I guess because it's unpopular to have your opinion, and right now
there you go,
like
Mike.
a lot of people
there you go, Mike. Ugly money.
yeah. Hey, look, a lot of people saying that now. A lot of people saying that ugly money, the money K-Style. Yeah. I mean, I can see that. I can definitely see that being the case, kid. So what are you insinuating if the people kind of if you're there's some people in this chat that are confused about what you're saying. What are you insinuating?
Well, from a few people that's in here right now, they kind of had the same sentiment that I had when it came to it. Now, I like I said, it was good, but it was only good based on what I expected.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when it came out, the numbers was coming out and said that it was the greatest halftime show. When you had people
As
coming
far as
out here
views is
saying that.
concerned, as far as views is concerned, but I think that kind of
Mhm.
like, to be honest, I think that's a you can kind of take that for
I mean,
as a little bit
I'm
because we didn't have internet like in the 80s and the 90s and whatnot. It wasn't as prevalent as it is now. So it's like you can kind of take that with a grain of salt, to be honest.
hmm But for me, like I said, it wasn't really anything that I was expecting. Like I said, like I said, he did pretty much everything that I expected, which it was good for that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as talking about it being one of the greatest halftime shows of all time,
Mm-hmm.
y'all can kiss my motherfucking ass because y'all tripping on that.
I think people full of shit saying that people didn't get the message. Motherfucker, how many times we gonna see Uncle Samuel L. Jackson dressed up as Uncle Sam? We done seen this shit a billion times already from him.
But the thing about it is, and that's kind of one of the reasons why we're having this conversation
Mm-hmm.
because let me give you a synopsis on why I want to talk about this.
Okay.
All right, so I'm on Instagram. If you see in the ticker down below, you can catch my Instagram. System K Styles 1. And it was a they actually cut a clip up from that halftime show. I think a lot of people remember the part where he kind of peeked up and peekabooed his way into the screen. But what they did was they cut the song out and put the VeggieTales theme song. You know the theme song?
Yeah.
Don't you like to talk to tomatoes? But they kind of had like a caption at the top which said something like this: if the halftime show was entertaining. So I got my little 2 cents in there and I said that clip was funny as hell. And a lot of people gave that notion that clip was funny because it synced up. But you had a lot of people who was trying to call people coons and traitors to the community for finding it funny. Now I said to myself, that is interesting. So somebody made fun of a part of a show. It's coonish behavior.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody asked the question as to why is that coonish behavior? Because they said that whoever made the clip was making fun of the message behind it. Now, just like Mike said before, we've seen these messages all the time. So we understand the message that he was putting out there. But just because somebody didn't find it to be the greatest halftime show of all time doesn't mean that they didn't get the message. And the thing about it is you can have your love for somebody, but then also admit that hey, it may not have came off that well. Maybe it was something at that time that nobody was looking for that message. Nobody cared. People love Kendrick Lamar for his music. Like I said, I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm starting to see a shift in tide as far as let me ask you a question, Mike. Do you remember Pokemon?
Mm-hmm.
You remember Pokemon?
Oh yeah.
What was the thing where a Pokemon got enough experience, it ended up leveling up? What did we call that as Pokemon fans?
You mean as far as what could happen if it got?
Yeah, no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you said, evolution. You know, when a
Yeah,
Pokemon gets enough.
yeah. It's the
Mm,
evolution. I
hmm
mean,
So, the problem that came with it, the problem that I'm starting to see now is you got quite a few people that have pushed that threshold of being a fan into being a stan.
mm-hmm.
And Mike knows what a stan is. Eminem made a whole song about it.
Yeah, yep.
These are the people that I'm looking at, and the energy shift in their mindset when it comes to Kendrick Lamar is starting to be a little bit of a concern to me. That's why if you saw the post that I put on my channel, I asked, is Kendrick Lamar the new Beyonce? And the reason why I asked that question, I'm gonna let you answer this, Mike. The reason why I asked that question is, what's the one thing Beyonce has that's annoying as hell that you can't get rid of?
Uh, the personal feeling, me pretty much just the standard behavior where everything that she does is God's gift to the planet Earth or the solar system in itself. Everything that she does is the best ever, and her fans literally harass the living shit out of you if you don't agree.
Mm, there you
I
go.
mean, they're absolutely.
Corey, and King Kel got it.
Mm-hmm.
And Drake, oh yeah, Drake got those too now.
Oh, Drake definitely
Let's
got
not
that.
get that twisted. He got them too. I done had quite a few. I done have quite a few confrontations with Drake fans before, so I know.
Oh yeah.
But Mike, what is your opinion as far as the trajectory of Kendrick Lamar and how things are going right now pertaining to some of his fans kind of evolving into that beehive type behavior?
Say that at the beginning part again.
The trajectory of where Kendrick Lamar is going right now, and the stand, some of his stands with the beehive behavior. What do you think is going to be the end game of all this?
Ooh, I heard somebody actually speak on this. I forget who it was, but it may have been Griffin. If I'm not Eddie Griffin, it might have been him. I don't know,
Oh,
but
Lord, Bill Eddie Griffin. I know he don't bite his tongue for shit. So yeah,
yeah,
what is that?
he kind of alluded to the fact that now his fans in Kendrick Lamar are kind of pushing him into an era of, and he has to be real careful about it, where he's going to have to everything that he does he's going to have to pretty much diss any and everybody at a point right now for his fans to kind of be satisfied. So it's kind of he's in a weird uh area now. If he doesn't go after people, they're gonna say he got soft, and then when he goes after people, at some point, a lot of black people and a lot of his fans could quite possibly get tired and old, or it kind of grow tired of what what he's doing right now. Because, like I said, that's where it is for me personally. Is like he got to be real careful about where he's going right now, because it could get very ugly, and his fans, look, they're going to expect now, since he's going after Drake, they gonna expect him to consistently and constantly go after him.
Mm-hmm. D. Coleman here said, I be on them Kendrick Reddit and they post all those numbers and stats now. I hate that now the fan base never was on that pre-beef.
Mm-mm.
And that's the thing too, because for those that are new to this channel, like I said, you would know that Mike's favorite rapper is Eminem.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is Lupe Fiasco.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of things, but like you said, you have, like you said, and I know for Lupe to be my favorite rapper, he's not popular as much as most of the rappers that are lyrical or
He
such and
kind of
such.
remind me. He kind of remind me of Eminem because he's more lyrical than he is.
Right.
So, like it kind of, it's an interesting thing. Yeah, it's an interesting dynamic.
Right. But as a guy who is a Lupe Fiasco fan, like I said, I understand that a lot of people ain't gonna like him. But I'm not going.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to disrespect you for not liking him. Like I said, he may not be your flavor.
Shit, a lot of my friends ain't really Eminem fans like that. I mean, everybody respect him, but they not fans like I am.
Yeah, right. But like you said, that's what it comes down to. As they gotta learn
Mm-hmm.
that everybody is not going to be a fan of everything Kendrick Lamar does. And you said the key thing, and that's a great question, and that's a great question right there. Is this really about Kendrick Lamar being catapulted into an atmosphere that he may not be ready for because of everybody getting tired of Drake? Or is there something behind this that we're not paying attention to? Because this could be deeper than just Kendrick Lamar and Drake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it could very well be deeper than that. I mean, we've seen this before. I remember, ironically, that I'm saying this is that Michael Jackson and Prince had a beef for years. And that was largely due to the fact that, Prince was he was playing that game with him.
Mm-hmm.
Prince started the beef with Mike. Mike loved Prince. He loved him. That's one of his favorite artists. And then, it's like, because everybody would compare Prince and Mike all the time, Prince was like, no, I'm nothing like Mike. And he used to take shots at Mike for no reason. Like I said, Prince started all that because he played into what the media and the music industry wanted. They wanted to paint each other, against one another. You look at James Brown, Little Richard, like all those guys were kind of compared to each other. They didn't really fall for it, but Prince fell for it.
Right.
So, as far as Kim talking about something deeper, I think that's what it is. I think the music industry is doing a wonderful job right now. And I think Kendrick has to really be careful about how far he takes it, because one thing out of this thing that I think a lot of people not paying attention to is J. Cole was in the middle of this. J. Cole was in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
He was friends with both of the dudes.
Mm-hmm.
And he decided, look, I'm buying out. I'm bowing out of this stuff, because I already know where it can go. He bowed out of it. So that's the thing with, man, like, you got to be real careful about this. Is the exact same thing that happened, to be honest, with Pac and Big. That's why we got to that point. The music industry loves to see black men going at one another like that. They love it because they can make hundreds of millions and billions. Why you think they even? Why y'all think they chose Kendrick Lamar to do this? They knew what they were doing. Drake was already at the Super Bowl, and then you get him. They knew exactly what they were doing. They trying to make money off of this. So it like Kev said, like there's a deeper meaning behind all of this. That, like I said, Kendrick got to be smart about it, and that's why I was kind of disappointed in the entire thing, because he did exactly what I thought he would do. He folded at the end of the day. He fell for the okie doke. Yeah, his fans love him, and yeah, he's breaking a lot of numbers and records, but he fell for the okie doke. You did exactly what they did with Pop. You did exactly what they did with Big. You did exactly what they did with Suge. You did exactly what they did with Diddy. All of them niggas are dead in jail. All of them. All the people that was in the middle of that beef are dead or in jail. And guess who's laughing? Guess who's laughing right now? So shout out to J. Cole for understanding the assignment and staying quiet.
Mm-hmm. Because and I think where a lot of people was talking about some stuff about you ain't woke enough if you didn't feel like Kendrick had the greatest halftime performance of all time and stuff like that. And I think it kind of got stupid. It, to be honest with you, that was, like I said, when you start seeing stuff like that, like I said, them some goofy ass motherfuckers, if you be honest with you. Because anybody tell you that being woke nowadays is not a good thing. Especially if you don't live by what you preaching. And this is not towards Kendrick Lamar, but this is more so towards to the people who's revering Kendrick Lamar as the next face of the woke revolution. But you have to remember, A revolution. You cannot have a revolution if you have a peoples that ain't standing on the business of that revolution.
Actually,
King Kill said, personally, I don't think Kendrick wants the spotlight that way that Drake had it. In my opinion, Kendrick just want Drake out of the way so that the behind the scenes politicking could stop. And that could be the case. I mean, because if anybody remember that, but if anybody remember the one bar from Euphoria that he said where he was talking about, I'm what the culture's feeling,
Mm-hmm.
he wasn't talking about the black culture. He was talking about the music industry.
Mm.
The music industry was tired of Drake.
Mm-hmm. They were. Yeah.
In
I was.
the midst of that UMG lawsuit, which I kind of found out because we did a show about this a few weeks ago where we was talking about he was suing content creators.
Mm-hmm.
He's not suing content creators. He's suing UMG. It might. What do we always say about people that's trying to get over on the people that put them on?
Mm-hmm.
You become a casualty.
Yep. People that put you on.
But you 330 and a few people did say something like, can he sustain this momentum without dissing anybody else?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing. Can they sustain it? You become a victim, whether you're doing it for good or bad, and that's the thing. That's why I said with a lot of people, even with the big situation, a lot of people are just saying that Pop was going at big. No, he was going at the industry at the time because the industry was trying to kill him. Jimmy Henchman, all these types of people, like you had the quote unquote hip hop police, so to speak. These people were literally out trying to kill him and suing him for every move that he made. So it's a lot deeper than just the music industry, which leads me to back to my point with saying, like, I mean, Kendrick got to be smart about this because he could be going down a road that we've seen before and it doesn't end well. Like I said before, all of the top 4 artists and owner of those labels dead or in jail. Every last one of them dead or in jail. Got to be real careful about that. And like I said, Drake definitely ain't no victim in here. And that's why I'm looking at Kendrick. It's like, is he a good guy? I believe so. But this is what fame does to you. This is what the need to take care of your family does to you. It binds you from the ultimate truth. You know what's crazy?
What's up?
I actually heard. Oh man, if anybody is familiar with the Bible story of Saul, dude had like 700 wives and 300 concubines or whatnot. And people saying they used that to kind of be the what's the word for it? Like they use him as a way to justify having 700 wives and going out and doing these types of things when it clearly states in the Bible that you shouldn't do and have that many wives. So basically what I'm saying is the guy had a heart of gold, Saul did, but he was still a human and making his mistakes. And those mistakes is what ultimately cost Saul. No, it cost him his life, or it cost him his throne.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I'm afraid with Kendrick. I believe he's a good guy and he has good intentions, but him being human, even his own emotions could literally cost him not only his fortune, but it could cost him his life. And that's what I don't want. And it's crazy. I didn't think I would be using a damn Saul story. I really did. But it's funny that I read that. I read that today, and it applies right now. Like I said, a lot of people have good intentions. Like I could use us for example. Like, I mean, you know how many times we done help people. We had good intentions, and those good intentions had people turn on us. You know what I'm saying? So you can have good intentions, but even those good intentions will come and bite your ass in the long run at some point in time.
Yeah, it happened quite a few times.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like somebody said, yeah, Drake had a good run. I wouldn't necessarily call it good because I'll be honest with you.
I wasn't the biggest Drake fan. I really wasn't. So I ain't even gonna try to front like I was a big fan of his.
Look. I told you the last 4 albums that I've heard from Drake was So Far Gone. That was 08. That was it for me.
Look, the only reason why I even listened to a Drake song because Eminem was on. That's the only time. I ain't never heard of a full Drake album ever.
Look, like I said, I'll just be honest. Like I said, that whole beef, I really didn't care because for the simple fact of I don't really listen to Drake like that.
Mm-hmm. It didn't affect me really, to be honest.
But like I said, what this whole conversation is about is it's not about Kendrick Lamar. It's not about Drake. It's about the hive mentality. It's about the hive mentality of the people that listen to both of them. Because now the Kendrick stans are starting to act like the Drake fans that they were annoyed of.
Yep, they was annoyed of. Yep.
They said, I don't want to give woke vibes, but one of Kendrick's lyrics said, they wonder why I'm not enthused to drop. The more visible you get, the more your spiritual is tried. And right now, he's at a point right now where, like I said, he's going to get tried spiritually now.
Oh yes.
Because once you start winning Grammys for diss tracks.
That's the crazy part.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Now, like I said, it's one thing if it's a diss track that had a lot of subliminals that you can kind of guess. No, this was just straight blatant. This is a blatant annihilation right here.
Yeah, that man got rewarded for dissing and calling people pedophiles and all types of stuff. He was rewarded for that.
What? Start putting pedophiles in there. You got Drake calling out his family. And I say it like this. It would have never got that far if Drake would have just shut the fuck up and just took the first L. Just shut the fuck up and took the first.
Shut up, bro. That's really shut up.
Look. I tell you, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I'm gonna say this just from the outside looking in. After Euphoria, Drake should have stopped right there. Because that was the warning shot right there in itself. But this is where we come back and say that ego can be your best friend, ego can be your worst enemy.
Mm-hmm. Y'all, if y'all knew how many times Kib and Warren, Sam, Chauncey saved me from really getting out there telling me, look, man, just let it go. Fuck them.
Exactly. You take the L right there.
Mm-hmm. They told me that plenty of times when I really wanted to get in somebody's ass. Plenty of times.
Because the thing about it is you take the L right there. You actually elevated. You actually did the one thing that you was trying not to do, but ended up doing anyway, and you elevated Kendrick Lamar to another status.
Mm-hmm.
But we at a point right now where you literally sitting here got Will Ferrell, goddamn parodying Kendrick Lamar songs on Saturday Night Live now.
Yep.
You had the whole Grammys sitting here reciting Not Like Us lyrics every chance they got on TV.
Mm-hmm.
You literally had a Kamala Harris at her BET award speech, skit, where she used your lyric of Not Like Us. So right now, where Kendrick Lamar is at right now, see, now he's a political figurehead now.
Mm-hmm.
Once you have a presidential nominee using your lyrics to push a presidential campaign at that time, you're now a political figurehead now. So now the very stands that I'm talking about is looking at Kendrick Lamar as a political figurehead for the left now. Or looking at a political figurehead for the black community. He's pretty much a representation now.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, in order for you to get your message out, the best messages are sent by the code and not the messenger. If you have a code, but the people don't know who the messenger is, that code is stronger because now they're trying to figure out who is the representative here, who's the representative. But by the people putting Kendrick Lamar as the face of that, he's going to have to be careful now, like Mike said, too, because not everybody know that the people are looking for Kendrick Lamar to be that political figurehead for black empowerment and stuff like that. And you know what happens when that happens. A lot of bullshit that comes behind it. That's why you don't really have a lot of the black leaders out in the open like that. Trying to get that stuff. The hell you over there, little house on the prairie?
Oh man, I don't know what the fuck this man watches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's true. He said, "I'm not y'all leader." But we're at a point in time in the United States in a social aspect that people are so lost now. They're looking for anybody to be some type of leader of anything.
I mean, you don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice now.
You don't have a choice. When people choose you as your leader, you don't have a choice. You become that whether you like to or not. And the responsible thing to do is when people idolize and look up to you, it's just like your kids. If you may not think yourself as a great father, a great mother, a great uncle, a great guardian, but that kid looking at you like you're the greatest thing in the world. And what has to happen is you gotta look, this child watching me. Whether I think I'm worthy of that praise doesn't matter. You gotta start doing the right thing and making sure that kid is going down the right path. You don't have a choice when people have chosen you. I know we heard Charles Barkley say, "I'm not a role model," but at the end of the day, you are a role model because they chose you.
Mm-hmm.
God put you in that position.
Charles Barkley is the role model of motherfuckers that don't give a fuck.
Mhm. And the crazy part about it, people love him. Now he understands why, it's like why people put that. It's the craziest part because he didn't have that type of mentality when he was playing basketball. Is when he got out of basketball, he said, he started to speak up on things. Like, now Charles didn't used to do that type of stuff when he was playing. Now he's speaking up.
Right.
So, he speaks up against a lot of things. Charles Barkley speak up against a lot. Charles Barkley would not like that. He didn't want that spotlight. He didn't want that responsibility saying he's a role model. That came.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna, like you said, we're gonna look into how this plays out because I'm very intrigued. Because, like I said, the thing is, hold on, there was a comment in here. Let me see if I find that right quick. What was it? Shit, what was it? Here you go. Lee Coleman said, "It's all in passing. UMG, Drake fatigue, and genuine Kendrick fandom. Kendrick generally wanted to compete with Drake, then turned it into something different." And the thing about it is, you can go all the way back to Control with this one. It is competition. It is. But like you said, the biggest thing that D. Coleman said in this whole comment, it was Drake fatigue. I mean, it was Drake fatigue for everybody else, but for me, I wouldn't know. I don't listen to Drake like that. But I just said I'm just and then, like I said, this was a conversation going towards not the Kendrick Lamar fans, but the Kendrick Lamar stans is who we're going after in this conversation.
Yeah.
This, like you said, let that man. I'm about to say, let that man be an artist. Don't be going out here trying to beg for other artists to diss him so he could diss them back. Because I saw quite a bit of that too.
Oh yeah.
Because you're inviting the and I'm gonna say this one more time. The halftime show was good, but it wasn't the greatest. If y'all want if y'all want to go back in the annuals of time and look at a terrible halftime show for the Super Bowl, go back to the Rolling Stones and see how awful that was.
Oh boy. They must have been high.
That was like, I think that was like 7-8 years ago. They had the Rolling Stones at the halftime show. That was one of the worst halftime shows. You got Mick Jagger's big mouth ass. He damn near looked like he about to pass out on stage. You got a couple other motherfuckers. They just got their Geritol shots trying to play guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was horrible. That. He said New Kids on the Block did a half. I don't remember that one, so that's why
I don't know if I remember.
I don't remember that one. It said Pearl Jam. Corey Gear said Pearl Jam was ass too. I see those halftime shows. I really don't know. I have to go back in the archives for those. But that Rolling Stones one was absolutely horrendous for me. It was about as bad as Fergie singing the national anthem at the All-Star game.
Man, I feel bad. I feel bad for Fergie.
I
The crazy part,
just heard that.
I think she can sing. That's the crazy why I feel. I don't know what the hell was going on because I think she can sing, but damn, I don't know what happened that day.
No, she tried to be like she tried to play. She tried to be like Marilyn. She tried to sound like Marilyn Monroe. That's why it sounded bad. You know,
Yeah.
Mr. President. She tried to do that shit, and it just sounded horrible. I can agree to that. Kendrick was better than J-Lo, Shakira. Outside of them shaking their ass, shaking their ass and hips, they really ain't that. And I like Shakira. I don't give a fuck about J-Lo. I do like Shakira though.
Nah,
but they
I'm not no
they,
J-Lo
those
fan
two
either.
are not built for no halftime show. Like I said, it's certain people that are not built for the halftime show, especially around a point in time. But it was like Rolling Stones, like I said, they should have threw that shit in the garbage. I already knew that wasn't gonna work as soon as they said you could have
Bro,
got
they about
Aerosmith.
70 years old. Goddamn, you need to sit the fuck down. What the fuck you think you thought that was gonna be good?
They motherfucker out here singing. What was it? I was about to say, was it not Stray Cat Blues? I forgot the damn name of that damn song. They sitting here performing that song. I'm like, bro, don't y'all need to take a nap or something? But we end this conversation right here saying like, if people didn't like it or people didn't feel it, Kendrick Lamar stands. So the fuck what? Y'all don't have to go through a whole goddamn 1 hour manifesto as to why they should like it when they didn't like it. That's just them.
Look, I got different. I think differently when it comes down to music anyway. So I'm not.
Like I said, my rap consists of Lupe Fiasco, Gucci Mane, which I know Mike don't like Gucci. Mike
I can't stand that motherfucker. I can't stand that motherfucker. He got some good songs, but I can't stand it. That motherfucker sounds stupid as fuck to me.
I know I might be ugly, but my car's good looking.
The fuck that dumb shit. Like that, the Gucci Man be like, what the fuck were you thinking about? Boy, this shit was when you say this shit, when you write this shit. That's why that motherfucker say some dumb ass shit. I'm like, yeah, I know you were in the special class.
But think about it like this, Gucci. If it wasn't for Gucci, man, we wouldn't have half of the mumble rap we got now. So
look,
he did a good thing by putting people on, but at the same time, they done ripped his style off.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a Wiz Khalifa fan too, so we already know all he do is rap about smoking weed, but it's chill, so I'm good.
I'll give him credit for that steady mobbing. I like that steady mobbing with him and Wayne. But anything else, yeah, I'm not the biggest Gucci Man fan. My brother, a huge Gucci Man fan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I got like I said, well, damn, I wish we would have did it. When Gucci and Jeezy did that versus, I was actually torn by
look. I didn't want that shit. That's why I was kind of I think differently when it comes down to certain things. That's why I was disappointed and I did not like the Kendrick Lamar shit because I cried like a baby when Pac died. Like, I don't think people realize I was a major Pac fan, huge Pac fan. That motherfucker could do no wrong for me. When he died, I was, 14, 15? And hearing that man die like that, yeah, I cried like a baby. So it's like, to see Kendrick going down that same road, it's like deja vu for me. I knew he was gonna do it because he done made too much money and broke too many records to say no to it. I thought it would have been better if he would have just said, "Hey, fuck Drake," and left it alone. But he made the whole show about Drake, and that's why I was like, "Nah, I ain't feeling it." A real man would have said no.
So you pretty much kind of felt like it the woke messages masked the fact that it was about Drake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man, so we got second conversation we got going on here is if you look at the bottom left of the screen.
Ooh boy.
This is gonna be a basketball conversation here as far as Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan. This is what I call right now the three pillars of the new generation. Now, I'm not, like I said, we're not forgetting the guys that came before these three, but we're talking about as far as leading to the path of the now, the type of players that we have now. Mike, how do you feel about that statement of Bird, Magic, and Jordan kind of being like the three like major name pillars of the next generation, which the next generation kind of consisted of, and we're talking about wing players.
I mean, I don't think it's far-fetched, to be honest. If you look at Magic, I mean, Magic was a 6'9" point guard. I mean, everybody in the NBA right now is 6'9" point guards. Jordan was a shooting guard, and he was mainly a penetrating guard. A lot of them, the D rolls, a lot of people kind of pattern their games after what Jordan does. And then Bird, you talking about one of the first ever 3-point marksmen. Like Bird was that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And we got guys like Luka, Dirk Nowitzki, so many players that idolize Bird. So it's like everybody, like all these three guys, you look at the game, everybody plays almost damn near almost exactly like these three guys.
I mean, this is kind of the evolution of what the NBA game is about. Is it went from an inside post game to more of a perimeter game, and for those that maybe, and even with me kind of being young, because I didn't really see all. I think the only one that I caught in a prime was Jordan was right around the end of his prime when I caught him when I really started watching basketball. But but for those that may not have seen it, you go watch a lot these three guys, and you go look at the stories that are told about these guys coming from other players in the NBA. You kind of realize when we talk about LeBron James is Magic Johnson.
Yep.
More athletic. They said Luka is Larry Bird.
Yeah.
And then when you saw Kobe, like you said, everybody knew Kobe was Jordan.
Yeah, you look at him and tell he was Jordan.
Exactly. Point forward, wing shooter, all around scorer. Everybody's trying to be at least one of these three. I wish it was that simple. Now everybody's trying to be a damn 3-point shooter now.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, guys that play like JaVale McGee out here trying to shoot threes now.
So the funniest question that I ask is, in these three guys' prime, it's not really far-fetched to say that these three guys at their prime will actually have the same status in today's NBA. Would you say that that's not too far-fetched?
No, it's not too far fetched. I definitely agree.
Because goddamn Larry Bird, but if anybody ever caught them interviews, they talk about Larry Bird was one of the biggest shit talkers the game has ever seen.
Boy, look, he really was. He really was. With that pointy ass nose of his, boy, he talked plenty of shit.
Well, like Southside here said, Jordan, Bird, and Magic to LeBron, Kobe, KD, and Steph was a great transition, and that is a fact.
Mm-hmm.
You could even throw AI in there in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
But the NBA is about to have a big problem now, is because once LeBron, KD, and Steph start stepping down, the game the game is losing viewership right now as it is because of I wouldn't even say, I mean, you got stars, but you don't have that star power, that next level star power once these guys retire.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what they're gonna do, to be honest. The only person I see with some attitude is Trae Young, and fans for whatever reason can't stand him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Corey. Yeah, he said these young dudes ain't taking shit over. And that is true.
They don't care.
You don't really, like you said, outside of Giannis, and even Giannis's star power ain't really that big.
Giannis think he'll make a star right now, so he ain't even playing like he used to. Giannis don't even kill no more.
Like you said, but when we're talking about like star power, we're talking about guys who are commercial success, who can push the game over to the next level commercial. We don't. The next generation, like I said, once LeBron, KD, and Steph is out, you don't have that no more. And I think the problem is this kind of goes back to the issue that we have is, since everybody plays the same, don't nobody stand out like that. And by them, like I said, you do have Luka, you do have Ant-Man, you got Ja, you got Trae and Tatum. But the thing about it is too is who is the commercial name that can help push over the NBA. And we're talking about commercially big name, not internet hype. And all honestly, I don't really see it.
No, I know. Like I said, I don't see it. I don't see anybody.
And like I said, I think it goes back to the biggest problem that we said the NBA has, is because every team plays the same, everybody's style is the same. You don't really have that team that say, "Oh, that's different." Wait a minute, they do that. See, when you knew you played the San Antonio Spurs, you knew one of two things. They was gonna pick and pop, motion, corner threes. You knew, and defense. When you saw Golden State Warriors, you knew they was a run and gun team. When you saw Miami, they was attacking team. You see those three different styles right there, they differentiated from each other. But when you got every team in the NFL averaging attempting 30 to 35 threes a game, and trying to space everybody spacing out and pick and roll at the top of the key and kick out for a three, that's everybody's game. That's everybody's offense now. Or ISO, jab, step back three.
It's the same thing. Step back three. Dance around the perimeter three. Same thing.
But like I said, it also, even though in the 80s, these three names right here were kind of like the topper echelon of that era, you knew the teams were different.
Yep.
You knew you was getting the Showtime Lakers, the high-flying Bulls. You knew you was going to get the cerebral Celtics, the bad boy Pistons. You knew you was going to get the fast break 76ers. I almost said 49ers, the 76ers. Those that don't remember, Charles Barkley used to lead breaks on that team. You knew when you had an Akeem Olajuwon, you knew they was going to high post, low post, run their offense through him. You knew when you had Dominique Wilkins, Spud Webb, Tree Rollins. You knew the Hawks was a young, athletic team. You knew they liked to run the fast break and dunk on your head. But this is what I'm saying right here too. The one NBA player that I know in today that could have dominated today's game right now is fucking Rip Hamilton. But the mid-range jump shot is the most open jump shot you're gonna get in today's NBA game. When you have an NBA league where they're more concerned with players get to the basket or shoot threes, that mid-range jump shot is so wide open. Like you got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He might win the MVP this year. And it's bad that, and I find it interesting too. And this was an interesting take that somebody said I never realized. A United States-born player hasn't won an MVP in the NBA since 2018.
We know why that is.
Steph Curry was the last. I think Steph Curry was the last U.S.-born player to win the NBA MVP.
We know why.
Well,
that big head
platypus of that duck-billed platypus.
Yeah. All because of that big ear duck-billed platypus.
Head ass motherfucking Adam Silver.
We know that why. Nah, that's definitely a place for Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman didn't score, so he would have dominated this. He would have
Shit, we
dominated
said
this
it with
league.
Clint Capella. Shit,
Mm-hmm.
Clint Capella could play. Yeah, we said it. Damn, Draymond. If Draymond Green could
Can play in this shit. I know Rodman can
Dennis
play in this
Rodman
shit.
would run circles around damn Draymond Green, and
Mm-hmm.
that's a fact.
Yeah, Rodman used to guard centers and point guards. Like, yeah, Rodman, that dude was different.
Draymond Green ain't doing nothing. He ain't guarding nothing but L. All he do is talk shit. That's all he do.
Man, look, this man guarded Shaquille O'Neal in his prime and dominated Shaq. He dominated. Dennis Rodman dominated Shaq. I don't know many people that can say that they dominated Shaq other than Dennis Rodman. Nobody had done that except for him. Shaq used to hate seeing Dennis Rodman. Why you think they got him on? Why you think they brought him to the Lakers? Shaq couldn't stand that shit. He's like, no, we need this guy.
Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah.
why. Yeah. And Ben Wallace. And Ben Wallace was another one of them guys who used to give Shaq hell too.
Mm-hmm. 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 That motherfucker's strong as hell.
Said guarding Shaq is like trying to stop a wall from collapsing on you. Yeah, you had to have a serious mind fuck trying to guard Shaq one-on-one. And those two type of guys right there, like I said, it's room for guys like that in the NBA. You always gonna have room for guys like that. They're just not going to get a lot of the praise because they're not stars.
Mm-hmm. We definitely ain't gonna get the praise.
The Hawks got one guy like that in Clint Capella. Clint Capella is the same damn way.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he ain't guard nobody in the paint like a motherfucker. Like well, that's because you ain't got nobody back. You ain't got no more post players in the NBA anymore. So it's a little bit harder for him
to dominate defensively like that.
Clint Capella. But like I said, Dennis Rodman used to guard all 5 possessions.
That man is in the Hall of Fame for 2 things: defense and rebounding.
That motherfucker sat there and averaged over 22 rebounds a game for a whole season. At 6'7". That's a good question right there. Who would you take, prime Shaq or prime Dwight Howard?
Oh, that's easy.
That's easy. I'm a Shaq fan. So I'm taking
Shaq. Yeah, Shaq. Look, just think about this for a second. Just think about this: 7'2", 340 pounds, and can move like a small forward. That right there is just fucking ridiculous. I don't think people realize how quick prime Shaq was for 340 pounds, 7'2". That's nasty, bro.
He was at his folks' days when he played at 310 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
He was even more dangerous at that time.
Yeah.
He was running. Because think about it, at 340, he was already running the floor at 340.
Mm-hmm. That man running up. He's running up.
They had to change the dimensions of the backboard just so
just for him. Yep.
Breaking the shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Shaq was different, man. Like I said, I wasn't even a Lakers fan like that, but I never missed the Lakers game when they had them motherfucker on Sunday games. Yeah, I watched him and Kobe. Like I said, I wasn't even a Kobe fan, but I watched Shaq and Kobe together. That was a fucking dream to watch them, to see them dudes together like that. It was like watching Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. It was like watching James Worthy and I ain't really see the Magic play like that. I started following when he was pretty much out of the league, him and Bird. So I didn't really see a lot of it. But
like I tell a lot of people, Shaq was the only reason why I got into the NBA. It was Shaq that got me into the NBA.
Mm-hmm. I love some Shaq, boy.
Like you say, even though I became a Hawks fan right after that, but Shaq always gonna be one of my favorite players of all time. He might be my favorite player of all time. But like you said, 7'2", 340 pounds, and wasn't nothing you could damn do.
Nothing. They literally had a rule. They literally had a rule for him. The only way they could stop him was hack a fucking Shaq.
They literally came up with a whole defense to stop this. That tells you everything you need to know. Right?
300, this motherfucker spinning off point guards and running fast break at 340 pounds and breaking rims. How the fuck do you not like that? That is sick. That is sick, bro.
Is on a whole nother level. Now I like Dwight Howard for what he did, for what he was. Like I said, Dwight Howard had the potential, but offensively he never improved his offense. He just all he really needed was a jump hook. That's all he needed.
He never really worked on his offense, though, to be honest.
But let me see. Yeah, like D. Cole said, yeah, I like Dwight, and they disrespected him on that 75. I'm not putting no James Harden in front of no Dwight Howard. You kiss my motherfucking ass on that.
That was disrespectful. That was real disrespectful. Some fucking James Harden.
The motherfucker they put on that list right there, you put James Harden, Russell Westbrook. Like, I know damn well those two that you ain't even put Vince. They ain't even put Vince Carter in that thing, did they? Like I say, you left off like Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, Dwight Howard. I'm like, I'm not putting no James Harden no top 75.
James Harden, bro. James Harden. No.
And Corey, that Dwight Howard was a monster in itself. Benson Moore said Shaq is the original Superman. Yeah. Yeah, like you said, where Shaq really got dangerous at is once he added that hook shot, that hook shot in his game, that standing hook. And he was able to hit that mother on a consistent basis. Yeah, you wasn't stopping him. Two dribble back, he like post up, two dribbles, turn hook. That was his thing.
Boy. Oh man.
Or if he was close enough, two dribbles, turn, throw an elbow in there and dunk on your head. And it wasn't a damn thing you could do about it.
That man had a large real move, which is just sick.
The up and under for a 340 pounder at that time. Like I said, you didn't see that. The last time you really seen a center move like that, at the way that he was doing, like you said, you was really Hakeem Olajuwon. Like you said,
damn, kid, you read my mind.
Hakeem Olajuwon, Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Like those guys were guys. Well, I'm trying to think. Yeah, Kareem did move, but like you said, once he got, like I said, right around that prime, right around that Lakers time, you can tell them injuries started catching up to him.
He was definitely athletically a shell of himself.
Let's see. I'm about to say, if y'all want to go ahead and start asking some questions right now, it could be anything
of any of these topics or whatever's on your mind, y'all can go ahead and put them in the chat. Like I said, we appreciate y'all coming in on here. So y'all just go ahead and start putting your questions in here. Um, NBA All-Star game weekend. I guess we got the 3-point shootout and all that shit tonight. Put a put a one in the chat if you give a damn about the All-Star game this year. If you don't give a damn, put a two.
Me,
With All-Star weekend.
I damn sure don't give a fuck about it.
I'll probably watch some of the event. I'll probably watch the event stuff tonight, but
I mean,
that whole 14 tournament shit they about to have tomorrow is about to be some
I
weird
ain't
ass
watching
shit.
that bullshit. I'm damn sure ain't watching that.
Why you don't want to watch the four?
Hell no. What the
Why
fuck?
why
This
y'all
ain't no
you don't want to watch?
goddamn.
You don't want to watch the 14 tournament?
That's like being in high school watching that shit, watching everybody sitting on benches and watching everybody play
And you know
basketball.
what's
Man,
funny?
get out of here with that
And
bullshit.
you know what's fucked up? They let Chuck, Kenny Smith, and Shaq pick the team. They all pick a theme. It's the international players versus the OGs versus the young
Mm.
ones versus the I think it's the M team. I think they won the rookie challenge last night, so I think they're in it. You don't
Jesus
want to
Christ.
watch that?
Hell no. I'm not watching that shit. Nope. I will not.
Corey asks, who was the most exciting NBA player to y'all?
Oh, Jordan, without a doubt.
The most
Like,
exciting. Ooh.
it depends on, like, if you just talking about different levels of like, for me, I used to, like, for defense, like, Dennis Rodman was my guy for defense, and I just love the mind game that he played. So I was a huge Dennis Rodman fan. If you're talking about overall scoring, like, if you just talking about overall scoring from any place, I don't think there's anybody in the universe that was better than Jordan. This dude could score anywhere on the court, and he could do it consistently. The 3-point line, and if you really look at Jordan's game, his game was really that of a center. It really was. He was a center combined with the shooting guard. Most of Jordan points came from in the paint. And then that mid-range, that's why kids always talk about that mid-range jump shot. Like, that mid-range jump shot, Jordan destroyed that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But, like,
it wasn't until like 91, 92 is when he finally started to get that three ball to fall.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even see the celebrity game last night. Hell, I'll be honest with y'all. I didn't even know this weekend was All-Star weekend until
I
like
didn't
early
either.
this
I
morning.
didn't either. I the only reason why I'm a wrestling fan, I saw Bailey post some stuff, and that's how that's how I even knew.
I ain't even know it came on. I got to recap. I got to see some goofy. I know something goofy happened in that shit.
Yeah, everybody was talking about Juicy should never play again, and I didn't see it.
Mucho talking about who y'all talking about, Bell. They talking about Kendrick Lamar and the bell bottoms he had on.
Man, I don't know. Look,
most exciting player for me growing up watching. Like I said, man, right around the end of Jordan's era, Jordan's time, I was kind of in and out of it. I say for me, I'm kind of torn between the three. But if I have to put
another one aside
I
that.
would say with me, it was three guys. It was Kevin Garnett. It was Allen Iverson. And I'm about to shock y'all with the third one. Rasheed Wallace.
I've definitely heard you say that before.
But Kevin Garnett is like my second favorite player outside of Shaq.
Oh, I use Kevin Garnett a lot in the game, playing NBA Live, and
uh,
yeah.
which is crazy because me playing basketball, I actually based my game off of those two guys.
Mm.
I based my playing style off those two guys, and then once I got older, I started playing more like Rip Hamilton.
No,
Think
look,
about
my
that
whole
trend.
game was Jordan.
Think about that transition to where you being younger, you base your game off of of Shaq and KG, and then once you get older, your game starts evolving to more of a Rip Hamilton style. Nigga, that is a full 180.
Look, the crazy part about, like I said, my game was pretty much defensively. I based it off of Pippen, who was my favorite player, and I played more like Jordan because I didn't want I wanted to be in there banging with the big boys. Like my homeboy, Big Al, he'll tell you 6. And mind you, he was 6'8", 300 pounds even in high school. I used to love just to get down and bang with him. I got my ass elbowed and beat up a lot, but like that's what I got. But like I said, that's how I got my respect from a lot, which is because nobody would want to play Al. Here, my ass barely six. I'm 6 feet, barely 140 pounds, banging with a 6'8", 300-pound dude in high school.
Yeah,
Look,
because I used
that
to.
was me.
Yeah, because that's how it was for me. Like I said, it was my boy. Like I said, usually in PE, it was like my boy. His name was Calvin, by the way. He was like 6'4", probably like 230. And little old me, I was 5'8", 220, sitting
Mm-hmm.
over there playing post game with this motherfucker. Oh man. Zach Randolph, he was that Zach Randolph boy. That was a bull. That was a bull in the china shop right there. Yeah, y'all ain't
Mm-hmm.
stopping that. D
Mm-hmm.
Coleman asked, "Who is a great player that y'all despise?" I hated Tony Parker. He played like a damn Frenchman.
To be honest, I used to hate Kobe. I used to really hate Kobe. I couldn't stand Kobe Bryant.
Hmm,
Yeah, but Kobe kind
I
of,
can
like I said, he
understand it.
won me over. Yeah, I
I can
like
understand that.
he shot
Damn.
high volume, terrible shots. The young Kobe was terrible. He was god awful. Kobe even tell you. I mean, the first 2-3 years of Kobe's career, he was bad. He was god awful, and I just couldn't
Who was
stand
a
why. I
great?
couldn't understand why everybody was just like, man, this guy gonna be the next great. I'm like, this nigga suck. Oh, boy, I couldn't stand it. I hated Kobe. That motherfucker would be like 10 for
Uh,
34 and shit. Like, this motherfucker throwing all these shots up and missing everything. Yeah, I couldn't stand Kobe.
who's a great player that I despise so much?
Oh, another one. Another one for me. Karl Malone. That bullshit ass goddamn turnaround. That bullshit ass turnaround jump shot. Oh my God, he wore me. Man, I'm like, motherfucker, can you shoot anything else? Damn.
Hey, shit, that shit go in,
That
nigga.
shit
Fuck
worked
that.
though. That shit worked every time. I'm like, God damn, this motherfucker
Damn,
won't shoot
who's
nothing
a
else.
great player that I couldn't stand? Shit, because that's kind of a hard question. Because I didn't really. Hold on, let me see. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think about names and players out like, man, fuck that. Nigga. I'm trying to find some players like that who I was thinking. Let's go down to teams around that time. Let me see. Washington, no. Toronto, no. Golden State. I don't think I really had a player that Now I've had mid players that I despise, but as far as great players, I don't think I had one that I really too much despise. I think the closest thing that I can remember, no, I can't think of. I can't. I'm gonna come back with you on that one because I can't really think of one. But if you're talking about mid players that I couldn't stand, we got plenty of them.
Oh, that piece of shit from San Antonio with that motherfucker Bruce Bowen, sorry, stinking ass. Oh my god. All that motherfucker you do is stand on the motherfucker talking about he's great. That motherfucker broke everybody's ankle in the goddamn league. Sorry, bitch. All he would do is literally just stand on the people and watch them fall down on his ankle, talking about he a great defender. I couldn't stand that motherfucker.
Motherfucker, Boris Diaw, motherfucking ass, I couldn't stand. Gee.
Yeah, boy, yeah, that motherfucker was garbage.
No, couldn't stand Boris Diaw. Let me see who else used to irritate the hell out of me watching them play. Oh my god, hold on. Who was that? Who was that on the Knicks? I'm trying to think who was on the Knicks at that time. That it was something about Channing Frye that used to get on my damn nerves. I don't know what. You know what? Southside, you just reminded me. Yeah, quote unquote great player that I can't stand, James Harden. Yeah, that
Oh
motherfucker.
boy.
That motherfucker is
Yeah, I
overrated
can't
as
stand.
hell.
I can't stand that motherfucker.
Thank you. Because I was trying to think back in the day, but if you talking about a guy that's considered great, James Harden game, I can't stand. This motherfucker went through three. I'm like, dude, you are the epitome of walking, what overseas traveling. You a travel agent.
That's a damn travel, period.
I call him airplane because all he did was just travel through the skies, nigga. I'm like,
Motherfucker take about 4 steps.
I'm like, y'all
Talking about
didn't
it's a
see this?
gather. Talking about it's a
Yeah,
gather. Motherfucker, ain't no
bro.
gather. That's traveling, motherfucker.
But the bad part about it, everybody does it, but James Harden does it so terribly. It's like, really, nigga? They giving you the travel call, you just making it worse. But as far as mid players, I despise. You said Bruce Bowen. Um, I, oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying this.
What's that ugly motherfucker who played? That ugly motherfucker who always he got in the argument with KD mama.
Oh, was that damn.
That motherfucker, he was sorry as hell too.
I can't remember who got in the argument. Oh, PJ, was it PJ? No, it wasn't
PJ,
PJ
that's what
Tucker.
his name.
PJ Tucker.
Yeah, that's sorry.
PJ Tucker.
Oh, that motherfucker, he was sorry as hell too.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. So that's. But yeah, like you said, man. As far as the All Star game thing, like I said, I think I lost my love for the All Star game, or kind of like All Star weekend, and that fact was the fact that when Aaron Gordon got robbed out of that dunk contest, where Zach LaVine literally copied every dunk that he had already did in that same contest and got 50s on it too. I think that's why I kind of lost my love for the damn All Star game right after that, because I'm like, and then the All Star game was bad in itself because it was a layup line the whole damn time. I'm like, how the hell am I watching this? That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, why am I watching this?
Ain't nobody guard nobody. They just They ain't even trying.
Vincent Moore said Tiago split. Tiago splitter.
Well, you gotta think. San Antonio Spurs for that shit.
Mm. Yeah, Tiago split. Oh, you talking about the screen setting maestro? That's all he was good for. Just set a screen and just move out the way. D. Coleman said Roy Hibbert he drunk that Kirk Cousins juice. Oh yeah. That's when the Hawks beat the Pacers in that series. I think Roy Hibbert averaged like 1 rebound a game that whole series.
Mm-hmm.
That series actually is what got his ass out of there in Indiana. Like you 7'2" and you ain't even tried, boy. You average like 4 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist that whole series. I like you let Zaza Pachulia lock your ass up. Yeah, you deserve to get.
That motherfucker wanted to go home and eat.
Corey said Cole Anthony in the dunk contest was hard to watch. Wasn't that last year when he had like about 47 attempts or something like that?
That sorry motherfucker for the Lakers too. With that big motherfucker man. With a little bad head. That motherfucker his shoulder was out to goddamn, but he had a
DJ
little bad head.
Mabanga. DJ
No,
Mabanga.
the black dude. The black dude. No, not DJ. Not
Andrew
DJ.
Bynum.
Bynum,
Andrew Bynum.
sorry. That motherfucker's shoulder came out to the goddamn airplane bill, but his head was goddamn small as hell.
He never got, like I said, once he got that contract, it was there for him. That was the end for him when he got that. That motherfucker was out the NBA after he got that contract.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna go ahead and get up on out of here, y'all, man. Like I said, hey, let everybody know. STS Chronicles, we shooting our shit. Just let you know this is not just a Falcons discussion, but it's an overall sports discussion, entertainment, and politics based on what y'all want us to talk about. So we're gonna get right back to the scheduled program with the Falcons content. Once the week comes in, because we got some very interesting topics, Falcons related, that we're gonna be wanting to discuss with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, man, Mike, you got any last words for him before we get up on out of here?
R.I.P. Kobe. Yeah, that fucked me up too.
Yeah.
That Kobe shit fucked me up.
I think that thing messed everybody up. Oh, no, I won't play that. I didn't want that to get too loud because I watched the documentary. I didn't want that shit to get copywritten and just can't be heard in the background.
Nah,
welcome to serious. Welcome to serious trivia. But no, we didn't even play that.
Mm-hmm.
But oh shit, they got Hawaii 5-0 on Freebie. I might watch that. I ain't got anything else to say, y'all. So we're gonna let y'all get on with the NBA Allstar Weekend festivities. If you're gonna be watching it, we probably gonna end up watching too. So till next time, people. Like I said, make sure you continue to support the 6MK Live channel. We got the memberships for the 6MK crew, $199.
99.
A month. Hey man, so we're looking forward to expanding the channel to a more diverse topic. So like you say, y'all just let us know what y'all want, what type of topics y'all want to have a discussion about. Until next time, people, we ain't here to play.
Oh no.
We here to stay.
Ooh yeah, nigga.
You ain't gotta go home.
but you got to get the hell out of here. Ooh, yeah.
On the road to 1,500 subscribers. Let's get it, y'all. Jesus.
Put your eyes back in your head.
I felt like flavor. What me?
Pry their eyes open and force them to see the truth. We will skin the sheep and sacrifice the weak. The unholy alliance has arrived.